Today I'm going to be making the Ghanaian pepper sauce called Shito. So I've got all my ingredients here. I will be using a dried red herring fish. I've also got here anchovies, dried as well. Now you can decide to use fresh, but you would have to fry them so that it's easy to blend. I've just bought these and they come dry. I've also got here dried prawns, and in there I've also got powdered prawns. I've also got here fresh ginger, I've got garlic as well, I've got Scotch Bonnet and tomato paste. I've also got red onions and white onions. Moving on swiftly, I'm going to be blending the red herring and the anchovies to powder, and then I will roughly blend the prawns just so it's nice and chewy. Right, I got my oil heating up nicely in there, and in this bowl I have got my onions, my garlic, my ginger, my Scotch Bonnet blended nicely. I've also got in this bowl my red herring and my anchovies, which I've blended to powder from. I've got here my tomato paste, and I've got my dry prawns, which I've blended roughly so it's nice and chewy. I will also be adding some stock cubes in here and some salt to taste. Now to my pan where I've got my oil heating up, I'm literally just going to add my onions, my garlic, my ginger and pepper, which I've got blended. And I'm just going to give that a nice stir. Just be careful so that all of that hot oil doesn't, you know, tip over or pour on you. Just be careful, but give it a nice stir. Let that cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then you go ahead and put your tomato paste. Give that a nice stir and let that cook for an extra 15 minutes. After which you will be adding your fish powder. Stir that in as well. Then I've got my my prawns, which I blended with a bit of prawn powder just so that we can have those chunky bits in the black sauce. And then you're literally just going to let that cook for about 30 minutes, just until it's brown, as so. Then I'm just adding in some stock cubes, and I will be adding in some salt to taste as well. Stir that in nicely, and your stew is literally ready to be eaten straight away, or you can let that get cold, turn the heat off, let that get a bit cold, and then you can transfer it into whatever container you've got to store it, because this sauce holds for a very long time. It can actually hold for up to 6 months plus, and it can be eaten with anything really. So yeah, thank you for watching and subscribe.